afternoon, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. It's 10 o'clock Moscow time, and we start our webinar devoted to the preparation and the running of the Open Doors International Olympiad. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Elena Boyarskaya, and I represent the project office of the Olympiad. And the schedule for today and the agenda for today is as follows. We have approximately 1 hour plus, 1 hour, 15, 20, 30 minutes. And I will start with a short presentation about the Open Doors International Olympiad. And after my presentation, we have two guest speakers representing two big, very famous, very well-known, world-known Russian universities, Ural Federal University and Novosibirsk Research State University. And the guest speakers will make their presentations telling you more, updating you on the kind of degree programs that they offer for participants to enroll in this year. Just a couple of organizational moments. If you have any questions to me or to representatives of the project office, please do it in this chat. Ask questions in written form, and then members and participants of members of the project office will try to answer your questions online. If you have not received the answer to your question, you can always forward your question to the project office, and I will give you the address where to send your questions and inquiries. And having said that, I will try and share my screen now. And hopefully, please let me know if you see my presentation. Hopefully, yes. Can you see it now? Yes. All right, so shall we start? So the Open Doors International Olympiad has been organized by the Association of Global Universities for 7 years already. And during all those years, over the past 7 years, virtually thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of international students have taken part in this event, in this international event, and more than 6,000 of international students have already used the opportunity to come to Russia and to study at one of the leading Russian universities. And of course, a natural question is why the Open Doors International Olympiad? First of all, it's organized online, entirely online in a remote format, and there's no participation fee for taking part in this international intellectual competition. And during previous webinars, members of the project office were asked if there are any restrictions or any requirements when it comes to countries of participation. No, there are no restrictions and no formal requirements. Any country, participants from virtually any country, any part of the world can participate in the Olympiad. And of course, selecting universities, selecting degree programs run by Russian universities is very convenient for the Open Doors Olympiad participants, because it's also done online through a one-stop shop system. When it comes to the benefits that the winners and the runners-up of the International Open Doors Olympiad get, it's a tuition-free education in any degree program of your choice. And these programs are offered by Russian universities either in English or in Russian. And if your Russian language skills are not sufficient enough, you feel that they are not sufficient enough, then you can have an additional year, a complementary year of intensive Russian language training. And upon completion of this course, ultimately, you enroll in the program of your choice. As I said, Russian universities have lots to offer, not only academically, but also in terms of vibrant campus environment and student life. And then I proceed. Tracks of the Olympiad, a couple of words about the terminology. So we use the following terms. I use it in my presentation and we use it during the Olympiad. First of all, tracks. These are ultimately degree programs, bachelor's, master's, doctoral, and postdoctoral programs this year. Subject area. Subject areas are a subject area is a set of degree programs having the same theoretical basis. Degree programs, there's nothing to clarify, it's quite clear. And then most common question, whom do we consider to be the winners, and who are runners-up, and what benefits do winners and runners-up have? Winners are entitled to come to Russia to study tuition-free within the quota established by the government of the Russian Federation. And this Olympiad, as I said, was organized Association of Global Universities in close collaboration with the Ministry of Science and Higher Education of the Russian Federation and Россотрудничество. So the winners are entitled to study tuition-free. Runners-up, they have absolutely the same rights as that of the winner, provided there are open vacancies available within the quota after the winners have confirmed their eligibility. So there are 4 tracks in the Olympiad, as I said, and the only formal requirement for submitting your applications is a certificate of education obtained no later than the summer of 2024. And the type of certificates varies depending on the track. For bachelor's certificate, for bachelor's track is complete the general secondary education, GCSE. Master's track, a degree of higher education, at least that of a bachelor. Doctoral track, which is analogous to PhD or postdoctoral in some terminology, it's also a degree of higher education, at least that of a master or a specialist. And for postdoctoral track, it's a PhD degree, since it is a postdoctoral. So participants are expected to have a doctoral degree, their first doctoral degree, or an equivalent, a candidate of science or a doctor of science. When it comes to subject areas, so this year the Olympiad offers 14 subject areas: business and management, biology and biotechnology, engineering and technology, clinical medicine, public health, computer science and data science, logistics and modern languages that I represent, for instance, earth and environmental science, education and psychology, political science and international relations, applied mathematics and artificial intelligence, urbanism and civil engineering, physical and technical sciences, chemistry, materials science, economics, and econometrics. Of course, when you apply, you can apply to several subject areas. But if you become a winner, if you are a winner in 2 subject areas, you will have to choose only one of them before submitting your documents for admission to one of the universities. Then let me go over the stages of the Olympiad. So the first stage is the same for all participants, and that's a portfolio competition and an entrance test. So what is a portfolio? A portfolio is a package, a set of documents that you have to submit. And the first formal requirements, the first part, integral part of your portfolio is your certificate of education. And I already said that, I've said that certificates of education vary depending on the kind of track that you are applying to. Then letter of motivation. If you apply if you're planning to participate in several subject areas, you have to write a separate letter of motivation for each of them. There are no formal requirements when it comes to the structure of the letter of motivation. So it should be written in a free format, but the main idea is to show your interest, to show your reasoning, the rationale behind, first of all, your decision to participate in the Olympiad, and also your rationale, your reasoning for choosing this or that subject area. And of course, a very important part of your portfolio is all about achievements. So the more achievements, the better. The higher the chance of getting a higher score for your portfolio. And having said that, I would like to refer you to the website of the Olympiad, where you can find a lot of useful information about virtually every stage of the Olympiad, how to register, how to apply, how to form your portfolio, where it should be sent, the structure of the portfolio, and many other helpful tips that will guide you all the way through every stage of the Olympiad. During this preparatory or the first stage, the Olympiad has also an entrance test. Why was this test introduced? First of all, it is designed to confirm the ability of participants to solve Olympiad level problems. When it comes to the structure of this entrance test, it has 45 problems, and you are given 1 hour, 60 minutes to complete the test. And then, of course, all participants have 3 attempts to pass the entrance test. In this slide, you can also see some important dates to remember. Portfolio submission deadline is November the 20th, 2024, and the results of the first stage or the first round will be published on the 2nd of December 2024. And you will learn about the results of the portfolio competition and the entrance test in your personal Olympiad accounts on the website. So as soon as you have registered, you will have your account, and this is also a very convenient channel of communication with the organizers of the Olympiad and the project office. So you will be informed about the results of the first round in your personal accounts. Second stage is what we call Olympiad problem solving challenge, but ultimately it's a test. It's an online test. It is organized in a proctored format online, and you will have to register once again, upload the necessary identity documents. It's done for your identification, the identification of you as a participant, since the test is done online. And you will also have to choose a time slot convenient for you when you can take this test. For each subject area, there's only one date on which you can take this test, again, at a time chosen by you. And there's only, there is a possibility, technically speaking, to have a reserved date, but with much prior notice. Important dates to remember. The main test, online test dates are from the 5th to the 7th of December 2024. These are the main dates of testing for the second stage. And the results of the second stage for the bachelor's and master's tracks will be announced on January the 17th, 2025. And of course, participants, those who proceed to the third stage, participants of the doctoral track will be sent the information to their personal accounts. And the schedule of the second stage and lots of other helpful bits and pieces of information are available on the website of the Olympiad. And then third stage of the Olympiad, interview with the potential research supervisors. Each participant will have up to 3 interviews with potential research supervisors and up to 3 interviews with postgraduate or doctoral track managers. So what is the idea behind the interviews? The aim of every interview is to assess the ability to do research, to study in a doctoral program, postgraduate program, and do research in a field that corresponds to your research interests and the research interests of your potential supervisor. The duration is 30 minutes, and the list of research supervisors will be published in November 2024. And again, all the information pertaining to the interviews and the schedule of the interviews will be published, will be sent to your personal account. And in this slide, you see dates to remember. Again, the dates to remember. Registration for the third stage, end of January. 24th of January 2025. The main dates of the interviews, January 29th, and announcement of the winners, February 21st, 2025. We are very often asked how to prepare for online tests. And I would like to refer you once again to the website of the Olympiad, where you can find a lot of useful information, which will help you to prepare. And first of all, these are syllabi or syllabuses, programs as they're called on the website, covering the content of all themes that may be included in the test, online test, and lots of useful references, reading lists in English and in Russian, and also references to online courses that you can actually enroll and listen to for free. Also demo tests, and please note that in the demo test there are tasks of 3 levels: entry level tasks, intermediate level tasks, and advanced level tasks. And in the test you will see that they are awarded a different number of points depending on the degree of difficulty. Entry level tasks are awarded the lower number of points, intermediate and advanced level tasks are awarded the highest number of points. And please note that when you give your when you solve an advanced level task, you will have to provide not just the answer to the problem, but also explain your reasoning, how you arrived at this conclusion. And then all the tasks, the number of points for each task is added up, and we get the score awarded for your online test. Then on the basis of the scores got by you during all the stages, the sum of your points will allow the project office form a ranking list of participants, and winners are those who ultimately rank the highest. So so that's how winners are determined. So if you have any questions pertaining to registration, participation in the Open Doors Olympiad, the schedule of the Olympiad, or whatever question that may arise, please, you can either ask me or members of the project office today. Please use the chat of our meeting. If you do not get a reply during this meeting, you can forward your inquiry to this address, to the organizers of the Open Doors Olympiad, and I'm sure you will get a reply to your question. And having said that, that was the end of my presentation. So, and it's, you can, if you already have questions, you can use the chat of our meeting. Uh, if we decide now to proceed with the meeting, and I'm sure you will have more questions addressed to representatives of the two universities. I suppose that's why you're all here today. So it's my pleasure and privilege to give the floor to Sergei Zaryansky, representing Ural Federal University. Sergei, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much for having me today. May I just upload my presentation right now? So it works. Do you hear me? Everything is fine, I guess? Yes, no?
So I can't see it yet. So please use this full screen.
Yeah, indeed. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, yeah.
And now? All right, fine. So, dear participants, viewers, and listeners of today's Open Doors meeting, my name is Sergei Zaryansky, and on behalf of Ural Federal University, greetings to all of you here. I would like to deliver some words of gratitude to the organizing committee of the Open Doors project for the possibility to present our university today. Without further ado, shall we begin? There is no better description of our university than a couple of figures. Our university has more than 100 years of history. It now holds 416th position in the Quaccarelli-Simmons World University Ranking. At this very moment, it has more than 44,000 people studying in it, and at least 4,600 of whom have come here from around 100 nations in different parts of the world. Now, the Ural Federal University provides more than 400 educational programs taught both in English and in Russian language within 13 different institutes. After a rather short tour of what the Ural Federal University is, let us try to answer a question. Why would anyone choose our university to study in? Well, first of all, it is a world-class university where one can study something this person likes in an understandable way. It is a place where different cultures meet each other and form international societies and associations. It is an institution willing to provide employment support and academic mobility programs to anyone skillful enough. And moreover, of course, it is a university where one can feel like home, safe and comfortable to live in. Our university is located on the natural border between Europe and Asia, within the Ural mountain range, some 2 hours flight away from Moscow and St. Petersburg, in the city of Yekaterinburg. The city itself is considered the fourth largest city in Russia and holds the mantle of industrial, economic, and cultural capital of the Ural region, and is ranked the third by the economic development levels. We understand that the lack of language skills is a long-standing issue of the education sphere all over the world, and that precisely is a reason why the Ural Federal University provides preparatory courses for all willing to learn Russian language. Their graduates may take the test of Russian as a foreign language, which gives them an opportunity to study in many universities across Russia, but most importantly here with us at the Ural Federal University itself. And, surprise, surprise, the fee is free for Open Doors Scholarship winners. This year, the Open Doors Scholarship covers bachelor's degree programs as well, first time in all of its history. The Ural Federal University is one of the most versatile academic institutions of Russia, as we cover almost every area of studies with an educational program. Winning the scholarship will allow you to study with us for free. And we have three or even four programs which are taught partially in English, so you can choose them if you wish to study here with us in some courses which have international backing. At the same time, we understand that many people have some issues with learning a language as hard to crack as Russian. Because of that, we, the Eurofell University, currently provide 13 master degree programs taught completely in English, and many more in Russian, of course, across some of the most popular spheres of education. Again, winning the scholarship will provide you with full tuition fee coverage for the whole period of studies. Here, I must point out that one of our goals is the technological and scientific advancement of both Russia and the world. That is why the people conducting the experiments at the laboratories of our universities, those young inventors and scientists are at least partially the students of our university. Some of them join the PhD programs to have easy access to cutting-edge technologies and communication possibilities, which is probably the most important thing nowadays. Additional information about the PhD studies can be asked about via email here on this slide or via the QR code you have here present as well. And some of the examples of those inventors and scientists who have been part of our universities as a student and now are employed at the UrFU University as researchers. Today, our university has an ability to house more than 7,500 of students in 16 dormitories across the city of Ekaterinburg, in the center of it, close to many cultural, sports, and other facilities. By the way, the university can provide a lot of facilities and possibilities to pursue whatever sport goal one might have. Skiing, volleyball, judo, hockey, everything is easy to access in our university's sports halls, fields, and ice rinks. At the same moment, at the same time, currently we develop our new campus. It is a small town-like neighborhood designed specifically for the students to live and research what you like in a comfortable environment. By the end of 2026, here, 2 of our 13 institutes will receive additional research capacities there. Some of you might have questions about leisure time. What do students do when they are not having classes? To say that their life is a busy one would be a great understatement. Up to 200 sports, social, and cultural events are held throughout the year. The most prominent students are able to participate in the mobility programs abroad, and specifically for the newcomers, as you will be if you choose us as your university, we have an adaptation center, which duty is to help students from all over the globe feeling themselves like home. Now, as we come to the end of my presentation, here is some information about the admission process at the UrFU University, which can be accessed any time of the day on our website. Why would anyone choose the UrFU University? Well, personally, I cannot see anything stopping you from doing so. Nevertheless, the choice, of course, is yours to make. Join us on various platforms like Telegram, YouTube, and X, former Twitter. Write us a letter and stay in touch with vibrant and eventful life of the UrFU University. Thank you for having me. If you have any questions, leave them in the chat, or else contact me by telegramming us or emailing us any time of day. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you, Sergey, for your very emotional and highly informative presentation. And we have some nice comments from our participants of our webinar today that UrFU is the best. Probably somebody has already made up their minds where to apply and what program to run. We have some questions, and the first question was about the grants that you pay for PhD students in your university and in general. So how big is the grant that you offer in
It
your
is, of course,
university?
yeah, the question is really nice, and thank you for it.
Yeah.
Actually, it depends, first and foremost, on the PhD student. What can he provide the science with? What does he want to research? What his field of studies, his field of interest? Of course, technical sciences, applicable sciences, something connected with new technologies is far more influential in terms of funds raising, in terms of grant. But nevertheless, we have grants also for social sciences as well. It depends on the research strata, on the research area, basically. And sometimes it can be around 100,000 of rubles for the person, for the project. It can go up to 500,000 of rubles. But of course, every grant is provided to a student on a personal basis. And of course, there is a supervisor who shares this grant with a person. So it is an interesting opportunity for a student who has won the scholarship already to become a part of a grant program. But in order to apply for it, you need to become a part of our university first. So first you win the scholarship, then you get a grant. Of course, the scholarship is already a great opportunity, but for all those PhD applicants here with us today, don't you worry, you will have more opportunities to help you out with your project of your dream, basically. We can cover that up for you.
Okay, thank you very much, Sergey. Thank you. We have another question about the length, so the number of words in the letter of motivation. There are no limits, so as long the more you write, the better, ultimately. So there are no formal requirements when it comes to the number of words in your letter of motivation. So that's my reply to one of the questions that was forwarded to the chat of our meeting. And then once again, I would like to refer you to the rules of participation, because which you can find on the website of the Olympiad, because many of the answers to your questions are described in detail in the rules of participation, which you can find both in Russian and in English, one of the two working languages of the Olympiad. If we do we have any questions to Sergey? Yes, there is a question.
It's not a question, it's a remark about
Oh,
some
it's just a
comments in our
remark.
chat.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Yes.
coming from me. There was a question about choosing a program under the Olympiad,
Yeah.
that the Olympiad website shows not everything that a person can choose. Actually, as far as I know, the organizing committee, those methodological committees which were developing the tasks and all that up for the Olympiad, they set only several areas of studies which they deem for you being possible for you to apply for. But the university, for example, our university, can apply even can allow you to study on a different program under the same area of studies. For example, there was a question about the business and management. The organizing committees say that you can apply for these two straight away, but the university can allow you to choose more, and that's on our side. It will be available to you a little bit later when the organizing committee will ask the universities what the universities can provide you with. That is just a small remark for the Sophia David's comments given about the choice of a subject area of studies which winner can apply for, if I was elaborate enough.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Sergey, for this clarification. I hope we answered the questions that our participants asked. And if you need more information, or if your question, again, I'm repeating myself, hasn't been answered, please forward your question to the chat or to the project office of the Olympiad, and you will get a customized response. Because there are, as far as I can see, there are many questions, personal questions that require, so to say, customized replies. So please forward those questions to the address that to Global University Association website, and you will get a reply. Okay, thank you very much. And now it's time to pass over to the next stage of our meeting. And it's my pleasure to give the floor to Adelina Kazulina, representing Novosibirsk National Research University. And Adelina, we can see you.
Yes, good afternoon, dear
Good
colleagues.
afternoon.
Dear colleagues, dear listeners, it's my pleasure to meet you. So, and now I will share the screen. Could you please tell me if you see the screen?
Yes, yeah, everything is fine.
Great. Okay, so my name is Adelina Kozulina, and I'm the representative of the International Recruiting Office of Novosibirsk Research State University. Today, we are very glad to present to your attention the third university in the Russian Federation and the first Novosibirsk State University in the Siberian region, which is located in the very heart of Siberia in the city of Novosibirsk in the Scientific Akademgorodok. So our university is the university of new type that is situated in the heart of Siberia, and also the unique place where education and science interact. Here you can see that research and development is combined with different live events in our university, and students not only do the real serious science to become a part of the international scientific community and science-intensive industry, but they also participate in different scientific or language or other else events that are conducted and organized in our university. So if talking about NSU facts and figures and the whole structure of our university, you can see that we have in total 8,600 students from 1,700 foreign countries. From these 8,600 students, 1,700 are foreign students from 57 countries. So this number is very significant, as you can see. Here you can see that in our university, there are 6 departments: physics, natural sciences, mechanics and mathematics, geology and geophysics, information technologies, and economics. And apart from this, we have 4 institutes: Institute of Medicine and Psychology, Institute of Humanities, Institute of Philosophy and Law, and Institute of Intelligent Robotics. So the structure of our university is classic, and we have different departments and institutes. So if talking about the staff members of our university, we have in total approximately 2,740 university staff members, from which 540 are full professors with doctoral degrees. And we have also 620 associate professors. So if comparing with other Russian universities, the number of university staff members is very, very high. It is the special, unique, it's very special and unique for our university. If talking about science in our university and the research centers that are close to our university, we have 143 laboratories and science educational centers. And also we have 209 leading researchers. If talking about the training system for researchers and in total about education, we would like to draw your attention that students actively participate in conferences, Olympiads. They get involved into up-to-date scientific context. Also, they do practice interdisciplinary education and research. So let me tell you now about our main programs and preparatory programs. And let me start from our main programs. So they are master degree programs. In total, we have 21 programs, which is divided into various specialties. So there are many, many specialties here. It's physics, it's mathematics and mechanics, humanitarian sciences, economics, and so on. The duration of our programs is 2 years, and we have either English taught programs or Russian taught programs. If talking about English taught programs, we would like to strongly advise you the program that is called Artificial Intelligence and Big Data Analytics. It is very popular among our foreign students. This program is represented by very high quality researchers and teachers. So briefly, if talking about this program, students gain research opportunities here in real-world class science and will learn not only how to apply data science and machine learning methods, but will have an opportunity to develop new or upgrade existing ones. As it was told earlier, the open door participants, so winners, yeah, as we are talking about winners of the Open Doors Russian Scholarship Project, the benefits of this program are full tuition and monthly stipend. And so this program will be tuition free for our open door winners. So now I would like to proceed to our master degree program that could be interested also for open doors participants. It is called Russian Language, Literature and Culture for Foreigners. So here I would like to briefly tell our students that if their dream is to know Russian language, to read Russian literature or watch films in Russian language, so please, we are waiting you here at Novosibirsk State University in order to study various aspects of Russian philology and learning methods and conduct even independent research in Russian language. And also the wonderful opportunity for foreign students will be to meet Russian friends, to go with them to Russian speaking clubs, to have tea time and so on. So please welcome. Now, if we are talking about PhD programs, we would like to pay your attention that we have 17 programs which are divided into various specialties. Also, duration of programs is from 3 to 4 years. And the language of instruction could be either Russian or English in coordination with the faculty and scientific researcher of the open door participant. So here you can see the list of PhD programs. So among them, there are various programs to choose from. So it's natural sciences, physics, mathematics and mechanics, it's information technologies, philosophy, philology, and so on. Okay, now let me tell you about short-term programs briefly. So the main program that I would like to represent to you is the Russian language course. So it's the practical course for those who prefer to start learning Russian or to improve their level of language proficiency. Please pay your attention that these courses are preparatory courses in comparison to the master degree program of Russian language and literature that I mentioned earlier. So these courses are for those who even do not know Russian language at all. So here, students can learn Russian from 0 to the advanced level. And here, Open Doors, a Russian scholarship project, is also taking place. Okay, and for now, let me please briefly tell you about some statistics of our university, life events of our university, and the life in university in general. So here on the screen, you can see that many students, they go to work to institutions of the Siberian branch of the RAS or high-tech companies. So the percentage is very high. Here you can see one of the most successful technoparks in Russia for our NSU graduates. And now please see the photos of our dormitories. These are the new blocks of flats for our dear students. This is our room. Here we have a swimming pool for our students, sports clubs. And let me please draw your attention to the new NSU campus that was built in 2024. So very, these blocks of flats are very new. So you can see them on the screen. So here students can just enjoy their life. Okay. Novosibirsk is ranked one of the best student cities, rating 2022-2024. And now here you can see the photos of our Academ Gorodok. So Academ Gorodok is the small, unique city that is situated in the suburbs of the whole Novosibirsk city. And here on the screen, you can see photos of the Novosibirsk city itself. So in Novosibirsk city, students have an additional opportunity to visit interesting places of cultural interest like Opera and Ballet Theater, also Novosibirsk Zoo, Art Museum, Planetarium, and so on. So it would be very interesting to spend time with their Russian friends or foreign friends together, apart from their studies. Here are the photos of the Siberia itself. And now we are waiting for you in our amazing Siberia and in our university. So we really hope to see you among our students. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, we would be happy to answer them.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Adelina. Actually, there were a few questions to you on behalf of our webinar participants. First of all, is there a college of education or a higher school of education in NCU?
Higher School of Education.
Yeah, or school or college of education. So the question was, is there a school or a college of education? So do you have like the faculty of education in your universities in NCU?
No, we do not have it.
Okay, so next question concerned again the amount of money paid by the university as a stipend or monthly grant. So how much is it for master students?
So this question needs
Master
to
students.
Okay, thank you for your question. So to answer this question, we need to specify this information, just because from time to time, every year, this number, this amount varies from time to time. So these questions need to be specified.
Okay, so it varies year on year. Okay, yeah. And yes. And then do you have any idea, because there were quite a few questions concerning the accommodation costs. So what is, roughly speaking, the price of monthly payment for accommodation in NCU?
So the accommodation tuition fees is approximately 1,500 rubles per month. Very, very cheap.
Yeah, very, very cheap. That's what I thought it would be. And generally speaking, dormitories or student hostels, accommodation costs are very low in Russia, so it's quite affordable. And when it comes to the monthly payment by universities to you on top of this, because the Olympiad covers your academic expenses ultimately. Right. So you will have to cover your accommodation expenses from the money that the universities would pay you. And the amount of money that you get depends on the university of your choice. And then there was a question about programs. If you could go back once again and show the programs run in English.
Okay.
Yeah, very briefly for our participants to see. And while Adelina is going back in her presentation, just to show you once again a list of programs taught or run in English. And here we see, just a second.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is a list of PhD programs. And I would probably I would refer you to websites of Russian universities, because most websites are in several languages, definitely in Russian and in English, where you can find all the information about the programs taught in this or that university and the language of its instruction. And many websites are in 2 or 3, and during the last webinar, the previous webinar, we learned that the website of one university is in 5 languages. So I'm sure you can find all the information about the bachelor's or master's degree or PhD programs, and the language of instruction on the websites of our universities. So this is a PhD programs and bachelor's and master's.
So I would like to mention that these
Yes.
PhD programs also either in Russian or in English in coordination with the faculty, yeah, and with the scientific curator. It's like
So participants can choose what language they want to study in, either English or Russian. Did I get it right?
yes, in coordination with the faculty, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you have to really apply and then talk to the university. Are there any other questions to NCU, to Adelina? Okay, then thank you, Adelina. Thank you very much indeed for your presentation once again. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too. I would like to take this opportunity and once again answer some of the questions that we were forwarded to. So first of all, you have to submit all the documents through the Olympiad website, and you see in the chat, you see the address of the website. So you don't have to apply to concrete this or that university. You have to register for your participation in the Olympiad through the website. So everything, all the documents should be submitted, uploaded to the website. And then please familiarize yourself with the rules of participation that will, as I said, guide you through every stage of the Olympiad. And then a good idea would be to also check the website, as I said, the websites of participating universities, since they offer a lot of useful information for international students. And it's only natural that you would like to learn more about the university. So you can check the web pages, not only of the university, but also very often degree programs have their web pages, and schools, high schools or faculties have their web pages, and you can familiarize yourself with the kind of education that the institute or the university of your choice has to offer. And very often you will, not very often, but in most cases you will find extensive information on the university of your choice. And it would be also a good idea to have a look at the map of Russia, because Russia is a vast country, and it's always nice to learn more about the location of the university, the region where the university is located, and get as much information as possible on before you actually choose the university where you would like to study. And as far as I can see, many questions have already been answered by the project office of the Olympiad, and I can see that Sergey, thank you very much once again for answering numerous questions pertaining to the organization and the running of degree programs in UrFU. And once again, I would like to inform all participants that whenever you have a question, any inquiry, please do not hesitate to forward your inquiry, your question to the web to the address that you can find in the chat, opendoors@globaluni.ru. And employees of the project office will give you an informed reply to whatever questions you may have. So do we have any other questions that we can take up now? I can see that the conversation still goes on about the location where Yekaterinburg is located and if the city is safe. Russian cities are very safe, really, very, very, very safe. And the universities offer very good, really very good and comfortable amenities on campus, and you can find things that you would like to do. Actually, universities cater for all tastes and all hobbies that you may think of. And of course, all universities have a very good buddy program that will help you to sort of feel more comfortable when having relocated to Russia. Yes, so we do not seem to have any more questions. So shall we call it then a day? Thank you very much again. And if you have any questions, please forward your questions to the project office. And good luck with your participation in the Olympiad. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.